Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, this episode is all about RC crawler cars, specifically Jeeps, the MB Scaler. So this is the Willys Jeep, 1941 MB Scaler. This is the 112 scale, and here we have the 1/6 scale, very large. Now, this is not a review about these Jeeps because I've already reviewed them. So this Jeep here has working headlights, suspension, even the steering wheel turns. It's highly detailed. I have a full review on it. This is the 112 scale. If you take a look at your screen right now, even closer, you will see some video of me reviewing this, driving it around my backyard. It's very awesome looking. And the super large one is the 1/6 scale. I've reviewed this before too, so if you take a look at your screen really close, you can see me driving this around my local beach in the beach sand. Now you will notice in that video when I'm driving it, I do have the trailer. This is an accessory, and that's what today's video is all about. You see, FMS sells all the accessories for these two cars, the 1/6 and the 112. So they sent me an awful lot of accessories, but I already have a lot, so I'm not going to review what I already have. So for this 1/6 Jeep, I've already reviewed this here trailer. So that's in my review. You can see it here. I've already reviewed, oh my God, this thing is so heavy. This here machine gun that's on top because that's an accessory. I've also reviewed the tarp, the canopy that you put over the Jeep, you know, when there's inclement weather. I've reviewed that. So now I'm just going to turn off the power off of these Jeeps because I don't want them to interfere with my microphone sending out some sort of weird communication. This one here runs on a 2S battery and this one runs on a huge 2S or 3S battery. And each of them come with their individual remotes. So this little remote's for this little guy. It's actually a 2-speed control on this. So you have 2-speed transmission. You can go really slow for crawling over rocks and really fast for racing. Don't know why you want to race the Jeep. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move that to the side so you can actually see it. So back here, I don't know if you could see all these boxes? These are all full of accessories. First accessory is the canvas top. So this is a canvas top that goes on this little baby so that if you have inclement weather or you want to keep your characters, I don't know, out of the sun in the shade, like they used to do back in the olden days with the Jeeps, then you put this on. Let me show you what it looks like. Here's a close-up of the canvas material. You can see it's just a piece of canvas that's going to sit on the top of the Jeep, and there is a drawstring in the back to hold it nice and tight. These little eyelets along the front fit into the forward section of the windshield. And everything is held in place because these brackets pop up. Next, we have the 112 scale machine gun. So this is the machine gun for our little 112 scale Jeep. Let me open up and show you what comes in the box. So taking everything out, we have the instructions, how to put it together. Then you have this really nice box. I think some people might want to keep this. Look at this box. Look at that. So it looks like it opens this way. So I'm opening it up. I can't see a thing, but you can. Oh, there you go. So it is, I guess it's designed that you can put it back in here. Check this out. Even has the little bullets in there. That's pretty sweet. Here, I'll try to hold it this way and not drop it anywhere. So there you go. So that's what you get. You get the machine gun, the ammo box, and the bullets, and of course a little stand that's going to hook it into your Jeep. So let me show you what it looks like on the Jeep. You can see the bullets look quite detailed. You have a little ammo box here that can be opened or closed if you desire. Little handles in the back. And if we look at the base of the stem, you can see there's a little square area right here, and that fits into a square hole in the bottom of the Jeep, and there's a screw in the bottom, and you screw that through the bottom of the Jeep back into this base, and it holds it nicely and firmly in place. Next, we have a large box, and this has a 112 scale M100 trailer in it. So let me pull that out, show you what's inside. Do I have it upside down? No, that's right side up. There we go. throw that out of the way. Once again, you get a set of instructions on how to put everything together. I guess this is what it looks like when it's all together. It pretty much comes pre-assembled. It's almost like the 1/6 scale trailer I own. So this is taped together. Open that up and you can see right here is our trailer, and inside the trailer are your attachments. You have to hook all that together. Here, I'll put it in front of my face so it focuses. There we go. So there's your trailer. You have to put everything together. You do have squishy tires here, all squishy tires, and that hooks onto the back of your little Jeep here. So let me show you what this looks like when it's hooked onto the Jeep and driving around. Check this out. Next we have the trailer, and as you can see on the bottom, it does have leaf springs over here. So when you put it on the ground, you have some suspension. The back does not open. It's basically just designed that you can put stuff in it. In the forward section, you have a stand so that it can sit when you stop and disconnect it from the Jeep. This section is all metal and it's on a spring, so the motion forward and backwards keeps it going nice and steady behind the Jeep. You also have these safety chains that hang from the bottom and hook to the back of the bumper on the Jeep. Now I didn't ask FMS to send me all this stuff. They know I love Jeeps because I'm a Jeep guy. I own a Jeep Gladiator. So the next one we have here is the AntiTank Gun. That one looks pretty slick. So you got an AntiTank Gun. These would be the instructions, how to put everything together. So this is the box, and you can see it comes in a nice packaging of styrofoam so it doesn't get damaged. Let me just see if I can pull this out. I assume this is top. I could be wrong. Let's see. Do I have it upside? No, hey, 2 for 2. I got it right side up. There we go. All right, so inside, man, that is detailed. That is detailed. Let me hang on to the tires here. Inside, you have the AntiTank Gun. Look at that. Very slick, and nice little rubber tires here that are very soft. And yeah, when you put that together, you can tow it behind the Jeep. Should look pretty slick. So how about I show you the Jeep towing this around. Check this out. Now the 1/12 scale cannon is actually quite impressive because many of the components on this cannon actually move. First off, the barrel here is actually made out of metal. This forward section has 2 parts. The lower part can be locked into an upward position. It doesn't have to dangle. That's only when you stop. On the wheels, you have these items here, which can be rotated. And the purpose of that is because if you put it below the wheel, I guess this cannon in real life, then it sits on these vice the wheel, and of course when you fire it would sit like that. As mentioned, this lower piece can be locked up. There's 2 hooks here to lock it into place. Here I'm showing the hook right here. You can see I can move it back and forth, and then I put that up and run the hook through it, and then that locks it into place. As well, this portion here locks into the bottom portion for transport, and when not in transport state, well then you unlock it so that it sits out like this, and that gives you full movement of the cannon. In addition, there's a locking bar back here, so when you unlock it, you can open the legs so that it's ready to go into firing mode. Got the gunner's sight back here, and this actually works. This component here, if I turn it, I can raise and lower the cannon. It's a geared system, so you see it's coming down. And it might look a little floppy at the moment because I have other components unattached at the moment so that I have full access to everything. And then, I don't know if you can see it in here, there's another gear system right in here. If you turn that gear, I think this one's made out of metal, it causes the whole cannon to turn to the right or the left. In this, you see how I'm turning to the left? The cannon is going to the left now. There you go, you can see it. It's left, and if I turn it the other way, the cannon will pivot to the right. And of course, when you're ready for transport, you lock everything back into place, take these legs, put them together, and lock the legs together. There's a little hook back here. They connect, and when they're locked together, that's it. And then you attach this to the rear of the Jeep and take it for a drive. Okay, one last box. This is for the 1/6 scale, the massive Jeep, the huge one. And this as well is the anti-tank gun. So you just saw the anti-tank gun for the 1/12 scale. They make it for the 1/6 scale. Look at the size of it. I swear, I bet you it's going to be the same thing inside, but just massively large. Like the same components, everything. Let's see if I'm correct. Did I get it right? Pull right side up. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, is that wood? There's even wood parts in here. Little wood. Well, you got to see this when it's all together. But oh, there we go. Check that out. That is incredibly highly detailed. Everything that's in there. That looks awesome. All right, so I have to assemble this, attach it to the 1/6 scale, drive it around, and show you some video of that. So check this out. Now this cannon is the 1/6 scale cannon, and it's almost identical to the 1/12 scale, except it's massive. Let me put the two cannons together just to show you. So I'll just pull this over here. There we can see the scales compared. That's 1/12 scale cannon, and that would be the 1/6 scale. They both operate exactly the same, pretty much. So everything I showed you on the 1/12, the 1/6 scale does exactly the same, but with the larger components. So, you know, this piece can move up here and you can lock it in place. And this cannon up here is made of metal, and it can elevate up and down with the gearing in the back. So this wheel here raises the cannon and lowers the cannon. We have another dial right there that will move the cannon in a right to left direction. If I can get my thumbs to spin it. If I get my fingers in this way, I can easier access to turn it. You got the gunner's sight up here, all the components. This portion is made out of plastic, but there are some metal components on here. Same ideas with the wheels. This rotates to the bottom. Wheels are nice and squishy, and they're quite large. You do have the addition of a big ammo can up here that does open, and stuff can go inside it. Same idea at the rear, a locking system, unlock the arms, and then you're ready for firing. A few other things are functional. You have this for loading the rounds, bring it down and ejecting. I wish it came with rounds. All in all, a stunning piece of kit. So this brings me to the end of this video showing you Jeep accessories for the MB Scaler, the 1941 Willys Jeep. If you love Jeeps like I do, then you have to own these, either the 1/6 scale or the 1/12 scale. And it's pretty cool that you can get pretty much the same accessories for both in either scale. That's pretty awesome. So links to all of the things I showed in this video are below this video. Go check it out. And hopefully you're a Jeep guy. Like I am. I know my wife always says when I mention anything Jeeps, goes, it's a Jeep thing. And that's pretty much it. It's hard to explain. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in a future video with lots more products. Until then, I say bye.